Let us talk about input and output. In C programming language, there are various means and ways for inputting and outputting values that can be to the console, that can be to the file. So we'll discuss the main inputting and outputting here, and later on we'll see when we learn file systems, file handling and other topics. So we have already seen that two values we have added and we have initialized the values like this. Two variables we have taken and we have initialized them, finally found out the result in one more variable. This we have already covered. And what this function do? Printf, it prints the result. It prints the result onto the console for Z. Let's run the program and we see this we have already seen, but now what we are going to see is that we want for every user input of X and Y, we want a result in Z to be displayed. So I will tell you the stepwise manner in which you are going to write the program from now on, and make sure that when you start main, then these definition and declaration part is given here itself, because in C you cannot initialize the values in between. Because we are using C++ compiler, the program will run, but C it is not allowed. First of all, you will tell the user or ask the user for the input. For that, we have seen that in printf, whichever value you want, here we are talking about integer value, so we'll give D. We can give C for character, we can give F for floating or double value. Since we are dealing with integer, we'll give D. And now the values will be printed. But before that, we need to ask user to enter. This line is the final result which we are going to display. But let's make the program very interactive for the user. So start with printf, make user to enter the value. For that, just write this, enter X. User will be prompted and he may enter the value, then take the value. Now this is very new thing for you, scanf, and when you see that you are scanning a value, again you give %d, since you are scanning an integer value. Now here there is a difference. You cannot write just Z because it will be similar to line 15 like printf, because you are taking a value, you need to place it in the memory, so you have to assign a name and an address. For address you use ampersand, and for name you place X. The area where this number which user has inputted will be stored at location ampersand and name X. Again do the same thing for Y also, and just say the user to enter y value, and again %d because integral value y is a next value to be inputted by the user. Finally, do the activity or operation. Let's do this thing again, and now we will print the value. See, int z that I was telling, it is not possible in C. It will run. If I delete line 8, the program is going to run, no problem with that. But this line 15 is invalid in pure C. So let's see what is the result. Enter x, give certain value. Enter y, again give certain value. And you see 30 is the result. You can make it more user friendly. The result is, or the result of adding x and y is this. Also you can give to x 3, result of adding x and y is 7. Make it more user friendly. %d, wherever you want the value to be printed, just replace it by %d in the double quotes where you want the format specifier, and you see you just have to separate it by comma. Run it again, give certain value, again see the result of adding 1 and 4 is 5. So this is how we input through scanf and output through printf.